President Joe Biden is not holding back in his criticism of former President Donald Trump and Republicans on issues regarding Ukraine and Russia. This approach, showcased in off-camera fundraisers and public events, has intensified as Biden highlights House Republicans' refusal for additional aid to Ukraine and Trump's reluctance to condemn Russia for Alexei Navalny's death. During a San Francisco fundraiser, Biden called Putin a crazy SOB and expressed bewilderment at Trump's remarks about Navalny. The president aims to emphasize Trump's rhetoric as the 2024 race unfolds, directing his team to confront Trump's statements head-on. Through this strategy, Biden seeks to underline the significance of the upcoming election and his efforts to unite against Russian aggression. He accuses House Republicans, influenced by Trump, of stalling bipartisan bills for border security and Ukraine aid. In a fundraising event, Biden went as far as to say the current GOP lawmakers are worse than segregationist Strom Thurmond, emphasizing their departure from democratic principles. This drew backlash from House Speaker Mike Johnson, who called Biden's remarks outrageous. Meanwhile, the White House is highlighting the deepening military ties between Russia and Iran, warning of the support Russia receives from Iran, North Korea, and Chinese companies. The administration believes Putin sees now as his best chance to weaken Ukraine. Biden's bold stance against Trump and the GOP aims to rally support for his administration's foreign policy efforts and shed light on what he sees as the dangers posed by Russian aggression. President Biden has become increasingly frustrated with former President Trump's failure to condemn Putin for Navalny's death and his encouragement for Russia to act as they wish with countries not meeting NATO obligations. Biden was aghast at Trump's NATO remark and has publicly lambasted him, something he had previously reserved for private fundraisers and the campaign trail. In a video from the White House Roosevelt Room, a place where Biden rarely criticizes Trump by name, he denounced Trump's actions, stating, "Trump gave an invitation to Putin to invade some of our NATO allies." This shift is significant for a president who had avoided directly addressing Trump by name in his earlier years in office. Biden continued his critique, emphasizing, "No other president in our history has ever bowed down to a Russian dictator. Well, let me say this as clearly as I can, I never will." Beneath a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, he added, "For God's sake, it's dumb, it's shameful, it's dangerous, it's un-American." Later, Biden criticized Trump for a social media post that seemed to avoid condemning Putin for Navalny's death and instead painted the U.S. as a nation in decline. He questioned why Trump consistently blames America and called for acknowledgement of Putin's responsibility for Navalny's death. The president also expressed concern for Ukrainian soldiers, stating they would be severely limited without more ammunition and assistance. Blaming congressional inaction for Ukraine's military withdrawal from Avdiivka, Biden warned more towns could fall in the coming months. Biden directed frustration at House Republicans for refusing to consider a bill providing over $60 billion in aid for Ukraine. Criticizing their two-week break amid the National Security Supplement request, Biden exclaimed, 2 weeks, they're walking away. 2 weeks. What are they thinking? My God, this is bizarre, and it's just reinforcing all of the concern about the United States being a reliable ally. This is outrageous.